Okay. Here we go. Hopefully everything's working. It's 9:57 a.m. for me. Title Tuesday starts in about 2 minutes. I woke up not too long ago. Make sure my heart is beating. Turning on the heart rate monitor. Hello to those who are waiting in YouTube chats. 7600 SimD says, I'm so grateful for streaming on YouTube. Also, welcome to people joining in Twitch chat. Cassandra Pandora, good morning. Stockfish Sticks. James Black, welcome back. 7937. Let me put all my devices in Do Not Disturb. Getting some spam calls. There we go. Okay. So I hope everyone's doing well. Just made some tea. It's called mate latte. Some caffeinated tea. And this is going to be a pretty strong title Tuesday. Hikaru, Magnus, Fabi, Wesley, Hans. Oh my. Danya Sita number 7. Faustino Oro. I posted a YouTube video yesterday of me playing him. OTB Blitz. It was a crazy, crazy game. He's over 3,100 Blitz on chess.com. 15th seed in Title Tuesday. I have to scroll pretty far down to find my name. Like the scroll is kind of broken too. Thank you to Samsonite. Happy 80 months.
Happy Tuesday.
Also happy Tuesday. I think during... How do I do this? During games, I will mute alerts. And hiding all the chats. Okay, here we go. First game, playing this person. Huh. Usually people play knight d2 first. They get away with taking the pawn. I guess there's knight d2. Take knight d2. I take... There's also f5, which doesn't work. Let's just play bishop e7. It'll be normal. Yeah, I usually play this sort of position with queens on the board. It's castle. I think queens off the board is a nice thing for black. Because white won't have as much of an attack, but it's still positional. Bishop a6. Calculating takes. I maybe just move back. And eventually c5. That's probably close to equal. I burned probably a little bit too much time early on. E5 of this. Okay, there's takes knight C2, take. Okay. Oh, those might be drawish. Bishop G5. Gonna have to try and grind the ending. And there's something to play for. Let's not hang a pawn though. Black is slightly better because white has a pawn fixed on a dark square. It's dark square bishops. Not sure if it's enough to win though. I'll play on a little bit more. I'm hoping for like some invasion via E1 if white's not careful. Opponent keeps offering a draw. I'm gonna keep trying. There's a few ideas. Put the pawn on c6, why not? If here I have this. There's a game at the World Rapid Blitz. I won a position kind of similar to this. Take. This doesn't do anything. It's just a funny move. Okay. Just as a draw sometimes. I think that was probably a very clean game by both of us. Maybe I should have tried harder to keep pieces on the board. But it's all a game to wake up to, I guess. GG. Welcome to everyone who's tuning in. That was round 1 of Title Tuesday. I'm undefeated. I'm also not perfect. Okay. So I have the score in the upper left-hand corner, Pretty soon, I'm going to try and automate the scorekeeping. Might require setting up a bot. But, yeah, first game, 10 more to go. There's a question, have you recovered since the marathon? Kind of. It kind of messed up my sleep schedule. But I do feel decently re-energized. I woke up just over an hour ago. Yeah, we're going to do game review. Perfect game. Yeah, pretty much perfect game. 97.8, 98.1 for me. Sorry to the viewers who maybe wanted a more exciting game. I'll try and deliver later. No brilliant moves. One great move for my opponent. Bishop c5. Exclam. I have no idea why that's considered great. Maybe because of this, and I get some winning chances. Does it explain? The only good move. Okay. Yeah, bishop was... What about bishop a5? Does it say anything about that? Bishop a5 was... Yes, this is the way. Yeah, any move that doesn't blunder a bishop or a pawn is probably the way. I see the comment from My Grammar is Poor. It says, I've written a few Twitch bots in my time. If you want a hand with chatbot, I could help, question mark. Yeah, I'd be open to having some help. It's really just a matter of having the score update without my input. So I think there's two types of solutions. Either having a mod that's able to update scores like through chat, or doing it like automatically through like chess.com API. That might be more complicated though. Anyway, okay, let's focus. Round 2, playing Zachary Liu. Play my usual. .94. First thing that comes to mind is takes in d5. I think I'll go for it. Some lines I was calculating, like if e6, queen d4, bishop b4, king d1, take and take. I'm also threatening knight e2 to, or knight d2 to try and trap the bishop, which looks pretty good. Here, and then here, and then here, and then here, and the bishop's trapped. If here, I don't mind. I mean, black is probably going to go for this, and I get two bishops and diagonal and more development. Looks really good. That was one of the main points with d5, is to block the bishop from returning home. Okay, g5 I did not see coming. I guess I'll take, just win a pawn. Queen b3. And knight's coming to c5. Yeah, maybe there's some compensation for black. Knight c5, queen a3 should be solid. I have e4 here. There's also pawn d6. It's an easy move to kind of forget about. E-pawn's pinned. If f6, maybe queen g3, king f7. I'm not winning anything. I think I will provoke king f7 though. Maybe just e3. Just want to complete development. There's the idea of c5, bishop c4 as well. Maybe some b4 ideas. Also f4. Not sure about this. Looks fun though. Bishop and pawn, unbreakable relationship. I'm still up a pawn too. Maybe the knight can come in. I was about to blunder. Black should not resign here. I don't think I was going to blunder, but if king g7 and I take the bishop, black has this move. And I lose my queen. So black could have tried to set up some final trick there. It should be winning in a multitude of ways. Maybe bishop f6. Yeah, bishop f6 is actually pretty clean. Because then if king moves here, I take with check. King moves here, I have 97 check. Okay, GG. That was a feel-good game. Yeah, one small tidbit about this opening. I used to play e3 and just play like a normal London against b6. But knight f3 is a nice kind of small change in the move order where white delays committing to this because there's cases where white gets to play e4 in one go. So with bishop to g7, I can play queen c2 and then e4 next. I want to play knight e4, which I don't think I've ever encountered before. But yeah, I was happy with this d5 move because I have the double threat of this, but also this to double attack. Black had to take to not be like much worse. Yeah, more exciting than the first game. Probably less accuracy, but that's to be expected. 86.3. I didn't see g5 coming until it was already played, but that is the best move. So if black takes, then this is just really, really good for white. Oh, I see the comment from Father Dragon saying, my 3-year-old son Aleksandr is watching you again. Oh, hello to Aleksandr. Everyone say hi to Aleksandr. Appreciate the young viewership. Hopefully I can be a good role model. So that was game 2. I'm 1.5 out of 2. Still undefeated. Oh, there's a question, what happens after king h6? Engine says white's winning, but yeah, it's not so simple in time trouble. Bishop f3 is an idea. But knight e7 almost traps a rook. It would force like rook g4. And black is still a bit discombobulated. Yeah, it was a very feel-good position, especially once I get in this this d6 move. Hey, it's AOB with the super chat. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. I hope I play good moves too. So we're 2 rounds in. There's 11 rounds total, 9 more to go. A lot of players are still perfect. Oh, playing Aryan Tari. Okay. Who I played recently. I feel like I played him one of the previous title Tuesdays within the last couple of weeks. I forget the opening. Yeah, maybe he also played this. Some Grand Prix. I'm not prepared. I don't usually play g6, but here we go. A4. There are these like early f5 ideas, after which usually black should take with the g pawn. I mean, the main goal is to play this in d5. Okay, he wants this knight move. Hmm. I think I still go for this. Calculating 94. Wait a minute, what did I do? Forgot about 96. Maybe it's okay. Maybe it's still okay. I was calculating this and then this. I have knight d6, king f8. I still have knight f5 coming. This knight won't stay there for long. It could get very messy, like knight g5, I take, but it should be the good kind of messy. There's c4. And bishop's not great. Go for this. So if I take... I kind of like the idea of provoking c3 because then the pawn would be hanging there. I might have to take. G4 is coming. Oh, did I miss knight d4? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. I knew I was nervous. I knew my heart was racing, but I had to just keep playing good moves. Okay. Yeah, there was a moment. Where was it? Here. I played bishop f8, and then I realized I think I missed this. Okay, maybe it's still weird, but does knight d4 work? Yeah. Oh, but white's still fine. Rook c7 and life goes on. Some compensation. Okay. 2.5 out of 3. Still undefeated. First Grandmaster scalp. This is the first Grandmaster scalp in a while. Can't remember last time I beat, especially a 3,000 plus GM in Title Tuesday. I'll try and get my heart rate back down. Back below 100. Doing the game review. Every round my accuracy keeps going down. 75.5, but my opponent had 69.4. Nice. So I was just worse. So what did I do wrong in the opening? This is one of the reasons why I stopped playing like the traditional Grand Prix. Is very often, like if white puts the bishop on c4, then this stuff comes. Oh, thank you, Sip and Stream. If you had to wear one food as a hat every day for a year, what food are you picking for maximum style? Maybe a pineapple. I feel like a pineapple would protect me too. Deter predators. Also, yeah, maybe look more stylish than like a coconut. Oh, I had knight f5 immediately. Yeah, when I initially played knight e7, I was calculating this line and like was oblivious to knight t6. I was only calculating en passant, which isn't actually forced. The idea would be this. I do lose a pawn, but I probably win it back with a good position. Okay, moving on. Playing another GM. Black again. This one. This looks okay. White has a bishop pair, but damage structure. Maybe I had knight b6 there, but then bishop e5. A good sign white's taking a lot of time here. Maybe not super comfortable. Still a fight. Queen e5, queen b6. I'll pressure the pawn. Probably rook d8 coming. Which rook? Could take. Just rook c8. Rook g1, I'll probably end up playing g6. I have the dark I have the dark square bishop, so hopefully it's okay. Take. Maybe this. And this is the main point, is get the other knight to d5. Not sure why white's thinking here. So hitting this. Queenside's also vulnerable. I'll play this and win b2. Should keep in mind f5 as well. I'm going for it. And rook c2 ideas. That's annoying. Queen f2. Idea, still rook c2. This doesn't work because of this. White's kind of tied down. No! I can't believe I did that. I can't believe it. It's just a draw. I was considering bishop takes e3 and then I hesitated. It's disappointing. What to do though? And I moused queen f2 at the very, very end. But then the move didn't reach the server. What a game. Yeah, it felt like it's just like almost winning. Like White's holding on. I mean, we both got super low on time. Apparently here... I don't understand though, like why these moves. Oh, just to push the pawn. And White's stuck. It's actually a nice idea that like White has no way to untangle because the queen is tied down to both pawns. Knight's restricted. If knight check, I just take. Yeah, it would have been really nice. GG. Yeah, I got a great position from the opening. d4 is just not a good move. Oh, I was completely winning here. Bishop d6. Just threatening mate and then rook c2 is coming next. It feels wrong to allow like this move. I'll update the score to 2.5 out of 4. We do have a break, fortunately. Yeah, this doesn't seem so clear. Like king g7, knight g4. I guess there's h5 though. And then if ever f4, I have rook c2. And White has no good way to defend h2. Like still this, and I assume h5. Okay, GG. I see Mpom says, hi from Crete. Nice. I'll be going to Greece very soon. Maybe I'll see some people in Greece who are watching today. Thank you earlier to D. Lafayette. Happy 56 months. Also, thank you to anyone else who I missed. Lapdog Millionaire, happy 30 months. Planteray for 14. Oh, you're not playing, just vacation. Okay. I hope you enjoy Greece. Okay, so we are on a break. I'll go ahead and check the game review. Accuracy should be higher than the previous game. Maybe not though. 72. It's funny, the first game I played, it was like 98% accuracy. And then I dropped down to 86. And then 75. And now just 72. How low can I go? I wonder if flagging in a drawn position reduces accuracy even more. Okay, let me close out my tabs. Let me find this break timer too. Okay, we actually got about 6 minutes. Oh, happy birthday to Braxton Hicks. Happy 30th. Thank you, thank you. Hope you have a good day. There's a question, will you come to Italy? Not this upcoming trip, but hopefully eventually. I went to Italy for the first time about 1.5 years ago. summer 2023 for a friend's wedding. Spent some time in Murano, did a hike in the Dolomites. There's a question, are you going to Norway chess? Probably not, but I would love to go someday. But probably not this year. Yeah, I still have to figure out like my whole travel itinerary for this year. Basically taking it one month at a time, maybe a few months at a time. They announced there will be some event in Dallas towards the end of May, which I might end up going to. It's one of these, it's like an esports qualifier for the esports World Cup. Looked interesting. Just a few days of rapid chess. I see some chatter about the speedrun. Yeah, I did announce and basically launch the new Tricks and Traps speedrun a couple of days ago. I recorded the preliminary episode where I have to play a bunch of games to get some less volatile rating. And chess.com staff actually went ahead and reset the rating, so now I'm actually good to go. If I have the time and energy, maybe I'll record the first episode later today. And we'll be starting at 400 ELO. Did you enjoy Italian food? I did, yeah. Italian food does taste better in Italy for some reason. Maybe for very mysterious reasons. There's a question, do you play poker? Once in a while. I haven't recently. I'm not sure if I played poker at all like this past year, but I've gone through phases. I streamed poker once, October 2023. I got an invitation to the World Series online main event. It was part of this like streamer competition with Botez and some other chess and poker players. I did well. I made it to the second day. Ended up cashing, placed in the top like 600. Oh, I see the comment from Father Kai Dragon. Not sure if you saw the second message. I just dropped off my son at preschool, but he heard you say hi to him and he was giggling and had the biggest smile. Oh, that's nice to hear. Thanks for sharing. I hope preschool goes well. Do you feel being an excellent chess player helps you in poker? I think there's some concepts which definitely help. Like in chess, you have to... It's really important to have a growth mindset. Like any mistakes you make, you have to go back and analyze. And in poker, it's so easy to get emotional and tilted because there's elements outside your control. But having this kind of foundation in chess where it's all about just making the right decisions definitely helps carry over to poker. And there's definitely overlaps with like the learning process too, of like watching, like with poker, I really enjoy just watching top players like kind of think out loud and work through their decision making. But it is a different world compared to chess, especially the poker content versus chess content. Okay, moving on. This is round 5. 2.5 out of 4. I was black twice in a row against GMs, so now I'm white. Back to the London. There's some lines where it's good to take. But I forget exactly where. Like maybe here? And play with the bishop pair, take. But then knight e5 happens, so maybe bishop c2. Just reroute this way and try and target the d pawn. Take. Almost have tactics, but maybe not quite. There's f3. I'm trying to attack from all directions. Queen side and king side and maybe center. Yeah, this bishop wants to be on the king side. There's the idea of taking. Then knight f3. So threatening this and this. I guess there's knight e4. Oh, there's also that. Wait, can I take? Ooh, it's spicy. So here, f6 is forced, take h7, take, I fork. A knight gets trapped in the end. I think it's okay though. I win enough pawns. I also have knight takes first. Maybe knight takes is better. That's slightly different because it basically forces black to take. Otherwise I win one of these pawns. And it should be a pretty clean pawn, like take, and then take. But then it still takes work. Not sure if my bishop wants to be on a3 or g3. the end of these lines. Maybe a3. Just hold together the pawn. Expecting rook ac8 here, knight e4, and then this. Knight comes to c4. Actually, maybe it's better here. Restricting rook b8. Hmm. Actually, not sure what to do. Maybe I should put the king on c1. It's to over defend the pawn and then go after the a pawn. Hmm. Oh man, what a long fight. 102 moves. My arm is sore. Mainly from playing tennis yesterday, but also from playing chess. Now I'm playing Danya, of course. Okay, no time to stretch. Actually, I have time to stretch. Okay. What does Danya play? King's Indian? No time to update the score, actually. So I'm 3.5 out of 5. You can see my actual score here. I'm sure I've played this line against Danya before. There's one opponent in the Lichess Marathon. I had so many games in this line. It's a decent weapon for Blitz. Even though it's kind of a little bit passive, it's a lot of natural ideas. '94. I have this move. Maybe some bishop a6 at some point. I guess he wants to play c4 though. I have knight d3. Knight d3, f4, take. Knight d3 actually looks okay. Knight f5 doesn't work. So the point is after takes, 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 I have c5. Otherwise, I trade off this bishop in most lines. I guess bishop a3. I mean, at bishop a3 I take, and bishop a6 provoke c4 and plant the knight here. Looks okay. Wow. Bishop a3. Bishop a6. I don't even know if I have a threat. Knight f4 perhaps. And this. There's f4. Not sure about this actually. f4. Knight c6 there, take, eventually back to e7. I might lose exchange on a8. Yeah, with a bishop pair, but the structure, maybe knights are better. Knight b5 is coming. Although knight a3, I have knight d4. Really? And b3 is a bit loose. Here I have to take. I take, queen take, c4, take, bishop c5. The bishop just wants to live a happy life. So I sacked a pawn. Queen d4 ideas. I make a loop because queen d4, there's queen a8. Usually queen and knight are better, but white's king's a little bit airy. Wow. I don't feel good about this. GG. Yeah, the G4 idea really puts pressure on. White has like all the key squares covered too. Engine says equal, but it's so easy for black to blunder here. GG. So I'm 3.5 out of 6, I think. That was round 6, right? Yeah, round 6. Always fun to play Danya. Always humbling to play Danya. There's a question, why not check the king? Yeah, I was considering queen h4, but it's only one check. Oh, Danya says 20 knight takes c4. Oh, dough. GG. He says very well played in the opening, totally outplayed me. Yeah, I got my my comfortable position from the opening. White's supposed to do something a little bit different than what he did. Yeah, I was happy with the horsey hops, but he was able to still like diffuse everything, and around here it just starts going in White's favor. But knight takes c4 was a big miss. I was expecting something different. What was I expecting? f4. I was trying to calculate f4. Yeah, I was looking at the sign takes, and then here, but I wasn't sure. Oh, I need to find knight d3. Yeah, I don't think I would have found that. There's also c5 with a counterattack, which is maybe more findable. How does knight take c4 work? Oh, the point is It's a discovered attack against a knight, so it basically just wins a pawn. I lose my knight, but I win the knight back on d4. Black's up a pawn with a great position. So hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, this position is ripe for tactics. Like I should instantly just spot this move. I think slightly intimidated. Also, I played c5, which felt also nice, but it doesn't really do anything tactically. And then any missed opportunities later. c4 is fine. I was hoping for queen takes g2. I was calculating this because it looks more natural to put the queen on the diagonal. I guess it allows other moves though. But this would be very nice, and bishop c5 comes with tempo. So GG. Thank you to TSN8N, first time Prime. Friendly reminder, if you have Amazon Prime, you can sub for free. Support the channel. Currently have 998 subs on Twitch. So 2 more until 1,000. All right, let's focus here. D4, playing a fellow streamer. On this line, let's play just e6. What do I want to play? Take. And g3, like castle. I'm on my own here. f5, f4. Don't think f5 is actually that great against this though. Maybe just g6. Do the usual stuff. I don't know if I want to commit to f6. Play bishop d7 first. I'm playing way too slowly. Yeah, f6 e5 is one of the middle game plans. Allow the sack, bishop e8. I think it's okay. At the very least, I'll make white think. So white does have the bishop pair. Oh, some knight f5 coming. Yo, thank you, Alex, for the super chat. I appreciate it. I'll read the message later. Queen f7 looks solid. Yeah, still making some gradual improvements. H5, queen h3. I'm not sure who that benefits though. And there's a4 I take. And I can maybe come in. Take with either pawn. I think taking is just equal and then bishop h6. Maybe it's still playable though. Take. I don't really want to draw. Tricky. Messed up. well played. What to do? What to do? Yeah, probably close to a draw at some point. Actually, maybe I should have kept checking. Like here. Yeah, there was no reason to take the pawn. It's actually just perpetual. If king h4, I have queen f2. And white can't go up because checkmate. That stings a little bit. I didn't flag. See, there was a comment, don't flag. Thank you, Barrazo, subbing with Prime. The 999th sub. Yeah, this line... I wasn't really remembering much. The one thing I remembered was if bishop g2, then f5 is very strong. Like when this line was first becoming popular, a lot of players would play this instinctively. And then f5, knight e5, f4 is like super strong for black. But bishop d3 is more solid, and okay, apparently I should just move back. Castle, rook e8, okay. Awesome e5 idea. I didn't check my accuracy with my game against Danya. This game was in the 80s. Yeah, I think it really just came down to blundering this and then the ending too. But this structure isn't that great. Like white has constant pressure against e6. I'm curious about this moment though. Engine slightly prefers e takes f5. At least I try and neutralize the e-file. There's a question, how do you play TT with chat on? Yeah, I got permission from chess.com staff because they can see my screen. So during games, I hide all instances of chat. I keep OBS open so I see if there's like an alert, but chat is completely hidden. Also, did I update the score? I don't think I did. 3.5 out of 7, so 50%. Okay, this is a fun line. A lot of players stumble into this exact trap. Yeah, knight c6 and bishop a6. Pretty sure castling is a move. Maybe it's bishop d3. I know I've studied this before where like can allow queen b2. Gets a little bit messy, but probably the good kind of messy. Rook b8. Just have to watch out for this check. So I have knight f3. Oh, knight f3, bishop b4. So probably just castling. There's also queen b3. Let's also check again. I think I just castle. I mean, I'm up the exchange for 2 pawns, so I guess, yeah, material, it's, at least by point value, it's equal. But it's a little bit awkward for black with the setup. And f3 looks nice. Try and get into the square. Queen f4, probably rook b7. b7, king e8. Queen b3, bishop d6. Check there. Okay, let's start with this. Can take either thing. I might as well pin from behind. Okay. A nice quick win, 19 moves. Thank you to, hey, it's a 1000th sub. First time Prime, pure amidst. Appreciate it. Yeah, I just want to check to see if I remembered everything correctly. But yeah, this bishop d3, because I remember like having games in this trap where I would go on to lose. So I studied it deeper. And bishop d3 is a nice way to neutralize the bishop and set up another trap, which my opponent stumbled into. Yeah, very pleasant game. So now I'm 4.5 out of 8. Kind of been an up and down title Tuesday, but overall I feel like decently happy with my play. I did have a good start, beating Aryan Tari in the third round. I see the there was a super chat earlier from Alex saying fans requesting Rosen trap. Yeah, I didn't quite get my stalemate trap that one game I lost. But maybe at some point. Oh hey, welcome back to Jimberwood. JJ Timberwood, how's it going? I see you in YouTube chat. Is knight of 3... Wait, is knight of 3 leaving anything open? Oh, like here. Yeah, if knight of 3 right away, then there's bishop b4 check. Apparently this is still fine because king f1 and black has no time to take my rook. This is actually even more winning. So knight of 3 would have been playable. Castling just felt more solid. Question, is your trip to Greece soon? Yeah, in about a week, I'll be arriving on the island of Kos. Should be a super fun event. If there's anyone watching who's going to be at the World Amateur Championships in Kos, let me know. I've never attended before, but I'm looking forward. I don't really know any Greek, apart from, like, the food. Like moussaka, pasticcio. I don't really know how to read Greek. I know a few Greek letters. There's a lot of Greek letters that are valid in Scrabble that come in handy. Is Greece English friendly? I assume it is. Should be. Should hopefully be English friendly. Usually when I travel to other countries, I have the Translate app, which comes in handy. You take a picture of something, like a menu, and translates everything. Or there's a conversation mode where if you speak to someone who doesn't speak English, it'll translate like almost in real time. Can you come to NYC and play in Central Park? I was in New York City back in December for the World Rapid Blitz. I went to Washington Square Park a few times. I'm sure at some point I'll return and be a chess hustler for a few days. Let me check my accuracy. I'm expecting at least 95. 99. Let's go. It's even more accurate than my first game. My first game was like 98. This game was like probably perfect engine play. Maybe apart from 0.3% of all moves. Have you ever gotten 100% accuracy? I'm not sure actually. Like if I play e4 and my opponent resigns, is that 100%? Hey, it's Hannah Says. Thanks for the raid. I appreciate it. Hope you had a good stream. Is Hannah Says titled now? I saw Hannah got the got a title and maybe will soon be eligible for Title Tuesday. Shout out to Hannah. Yeah, if you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. We're on a usual break. Just finished round 8. I just had my quickest win, 19 moves. A London opening trap. Oh, she played the first 8 games. Oh, but it's a different time in Australia. Yeah, more like titled Wednesday. Early morning Wednesday. 2:30 a.m. Oh man. Hope you get some sleep. Yeah, big shout out to all the viewers watching from like Australia, New Zealand, or some odd hours. Let me pull up the timer. Wait, are we? Is there a game still going? Wait. Okay, this is really buggy. Yeah, something's lagging a lot. Let me close my tabs. I just opened the break timer and it just started counting down, so I think the last game just finished. So, still got time to chill. I'm not sure what to do now. Should I do some puzzle rush? Actually, the interface is like really slow. Like I click standings and it takes a few seconds to actually switch over. So maybe refresh like the Chrome tabs I have open. It's actually good that we're on break. Gives me time to troubleshoot. Turn off Proctor. Yeah, if I want to withdraw the tournament, I could rage quit from Proctor. What to do? Okay, at least the stream is working, it seems like. I see the first time chat on Twitch from Cyber5YD, who says, I really enjoy your YouTube content, especially the speedrun episodes. That's nice to hear. Yeah, the new speedrun will be having hopefully more episodes this week. A Tricks and Traps speedrun. Question, Eric, will you do a Scrabble stream? I am due for a Scrabble stream. I haven't streamed Scrabble in a while. Probably not today, because yeah, it's a lot of chess with Title Tuesday. Maybe sometime this week. You hike/camp. Haven't been camping in a long time. I do enjoy hiking, though. I've been to Utah a few times. Took a road trip to Utah several years ago, like when I was 10. I was in Utah more recently for this, it was like a Chess 960, but called Chess 18 event. It's a couple years ago. How many people have chess streams? I will say, after I streamed the spring marathon the other day, and I slept like the night after, it's like chess just invaded my dreams. Like I'd be in this like half awake, half sleep state, and mind is just constantly churning through like different positions. Like a weird feeling. I see Otto in YouTube chat. Best game 647. That's a really high Scrabble score. Longest word was festiveness. I actually don't know my high game. I've broken 600 a few times, like in online games. I think my most memorable Scrabble game, I did a collaboration with Will Anderson, who's one of the top players in the world. We alternated between chess and Scrabble. And there was one game I scored like 500 something points. And I won by a couple hundred points against him. Oh, they call that Tetris brain. Yeah, I've had that too before, where I've played too much Tetris and then I keep playing like just in my mind. It's probably not the healthiest state to be in. Love from India. Will you ever come here? Someday. I've never been to India, but I know there's huge chess culture. Someday I'll make it, probably for a chess event. Do you do crosswords? Not recently. I've gone through phases though. I do enjoy crosswords. Okay. Next game, playing Zarina Nurgaliyeva. So Ruslimo Sicilian. I was actually studying this like last night. this c3 queen e2, but I forget what I was looking at. I think this. There's a funny line like takes e5, knight d5 take, and then f4. Opponent doesn't go into it though. So maybe I just take and play a5. Bishop a6 looks very pleasant. Considering sacking the pawn. Play this first. G6 or E6? Probably G6. Yeah, knight C3 to A4 could be slightly annoying. No, I should not have played that. Although, it's not really a threat. Take... E5 might be a threat. But even then, it should be fine. E5, knight d5. I lose a pawn, I get two bishops against two knights. That's a funny move. I want to play this and this. If knight c4, I take and then win the pawn. Also, if ever this, I just play c5. If knight moves somewhere, I take and damage the structure. Oh, thank you, St. Louis Chess Club. Appreciate the raid. I think St. Louis just finished the GCT broadcast. Shout out to Yasser and Nazi and Peter. Yeah, if you're just joining, it's Title Tuesday. I'm trying to stay focused. Wanna do something against White's setup. 91. C5, take, there's A4. Not sure what to do. A very strange position. Right here I have to take. No, it's a more normal position. Some C5 idea. Maybe bishop d4 to c5. I'm actually losing that pawn. I have this. I could take, actually. Actually, wait. No, I'm winning a pawn. No, I'm not. Hmm. Oh no. I'm losing. There's only one thing to try. No! I don't even know what I'm trying. It's so sad. I resign. I think it was just losing after queen b2. And queen a8 was just a really bad move. Tough one. I was trying to like keep pressure, but let my guard down for one moment. At some point it felt like very good, like after c5. I'm wondering if does it ever make sense to play a3? I guess not. Okay, maybe trading wasn't the best. Like, I thought I was winning the pawn, but yeah, it just gives away my good bishop. I should have played rook cb8. Ah, so indirectly defending the pawn. And if takes, then there's compensation. Okay. GG. We have 2 more games to go. The Brazilian monk says, Eric, I was watching some sweet King's Gambit videos of yours today. Trying to learn some new ideas on this position. I actually don't know what videos I have on the King's Gambit. Although I did play a couple games in the King's Gambit in the recent launch to the speedrun. But maybe it's worth doing like a dedicated video on King's Gambit. Oh, I didn't set up the bot yet for updating the score. I'm still doing it manually. 4.5 out of 9? 2 more games to go? 2 more games to go. Okay. Here we go. Playing Adam Dorrance. I don't know what I want to play here. I could take. Let's play d4. I don't mind this. Take an e5. Actually, maybe e5 right away. Look to recapture with the knight. Trying to provoke a4. And maybe someday establish a minor piece on b4. I guess there's bishop a3. But then take knight b4. But I have to defend the pawn. Wait, can I take? No, I can't take on a4. Maybe this move. Just offering the trade of bishops. Yeah, d4 is coming. Although d4 might be risky for white. Queen e3 idea. Allowing d5. d5 I reroute, hopefully eventually to c5. Wasn't sure. Not looking good. Not looking good at all. Oh no, my king. Okay. That was kind of rough. I got out tacticked. It's d6. Yeah, rook c8 was probably asking for trouble. I was actually close to playing b6, like willingly sacking the exchange. And this apparently is better. This pawn and bishop, but the light squares are weak. But the version we got in the game was not as good. Even though this is still playable, I just did not manage my time well. GG. Okay, not the best score. Hopefully some lessons to take away. Opening felt fine. I was happy with knight a6. I feel like I need a better repertoire against this this exact move order, c4. But I got a decent position. Yeah, in hindsight, it makes a ton of sense to play b6, just solidify the queen side. No need to rush with knight b4. Yeah, opponent just played better than me. No brilliant moves. Okay, I've tried clicking on this, but it doesn't really work. Huh. Okay. One more game to go. If I'm black again, I'll maybe go for a Stafford. If I'm white, I'll try and at least play well and try and win. I was considering going for this line castle. A lot of players play d4, and then there's a line a5. And there's a funny trap, queen c2, knight c6. Oh, okay. Won't have a chance to show it. The trap was queen c2, knight c6, rook d1, knight b4 to essentially trap the queen. A final game. London opening. I do plan to play and stream the later title Tuesday today. So maybe this will be some warm up for that. Hopefully we can end this one on a good note. Let's play this. We had this exact move order earlier. Bishop f5, bishop b5. Okay, going for this line. Queen e1. Opponent seems prepared. a4. Does a4 really help? Knight e5 is usually one of the main ideas. Let's go for it. Idea f4 eventually. I don't want to allow the queen trade though. So a7 is kind of hanging. f4, there's queen c5. Start with this. Threatening mate. Hmm. Yeah, black does get this queenside play. This is going to be really hard to win. Probably a little bit worse here too. If pawn takes, I'm okay with that. Rook takes queen h6. If queen f8, we trade rook c7. There's a5, rook a7. Okay, let's go for it. Uh, hmm. Oh, what did I do? Take. Ay, ay, ay. I'm crumbling. That's still kind of interesting, though. I don't know how I'm winning this. How am I winning this? Opponent maybe got a little bit too comfortable. Wow. I don't know how to feel about that game. Here to look at the accuracy. I mean, I was down so many pawns, I got completely outplayed. Opponent, maybe he was trying to be fancy? Or maybe he was thinking like a little bit too far ahead, like thinking I would take and they would take. But yeah, that was just a free rook. Now I did set up a trick here if where is it? If this, I would take, but this is still winning for black. Black can take. Like I would win the G pawn, but black still has two connected pass pawns. Yeah, the 1 second increment does make a big difference. Opponent seemed prepared for this opening too. It takes and queen c7. Oops, queen e3 is fine. Rook ac1, interesting. Rook ac1, b5. And white can just play the structure. All right, let's check the accuracy. Wow, in the 80s, really. Maybe this stumble towards the end didn't affect things too much. Thank you, Chicken is a happy 54 months. Okay. So my final score is 5.5 out of 11. Could have been worse. I mean, it should have been 4.5 if I lost this last game. So let's see who won the tournament. Hikaru on top. Clear first. Congrats, Hikaru. Magnus. Saw Magnus on the list, but not seeing him. Oh, he finished with 8. Yeah, strong field. Daniel with 7.5. Okay, I'm ending things here. Thanks everyone for watching. Big thanks to those who subbed and super chatted and supported. Yeah, tournament's officially over. So I will be back in less than 3 hours for the second Title Tuesday. They did recently change the time, so it'll start at 3 p.m. US Central Time. I'll probably go live a little bit before then. So stay tuned and goodbye.